but she has spent her life in the cosmetics industry.
Yes.
You're a makeup artist to boot, so she understands Laura's passion. And what we have for you today is, honestly, if you are going to pick up one of Laura Geller's items, you have to start here. And for the month of January, this is something that we decided to give you as the Customer Choice Award winner for the best primer out of all of the ones that we've given you. We decided to supersize it, but you're only going to find this 4-ounce size during the month of January, because if you decide to come back in February, you're only going to see the 2-ounce size, and that's $30. You would need 2 of those at a $60 value to give you what you're bringing home today. It's in this beautiful ethereal shade, and of course, you have the opportunity to lock it in on auto delivery, which will get a shipment now and in 6 months later on. But Jillian,
get it now.
I know. Ethereal is one of my favorite collections from, of course, the Spackle, but Laura Geller really put Spackle on the map here and really educated our customer on what the importance was behind it.
Well, Laura is the pioneer in Spackle. She really is. Because here's what Laura learned, and this is what she brought to us. In her days of theater, the only way to make makeup stay on was to put it on a bone-dry skin. Well, guess what? That didn't work in real life.
Right.
So she created Spackle to go over your serums and moisturizers, right? Then lock them in. Then you put the Spackle on over your serums and moisturizers and your oils. It locks them in, it makes them work harder for you. Then, on top of that, it creates a smooth, even, flawless canvas. We're blurring imperfections, fine lines, wrinkles, hyperpigmentation, little spider veins. We're blurring that out. It literally is like priming a wall.
Right.
You're getting this beautiful glow because it is infused with licorice root, which immediately brightens the skin, crushed pearls, which brightens the skin. Then, once you put it on and your foundation goes over it, you are locked and loaded for the day.
Well, and I think what I appreciate so much about the shade of ethereal is that it gives some vibrancy back to the skin. It gives some luminosity. So while this is an important step, because if you think about priming, even if your makeup is not technically long-last wear, this is how you give yourself that long-lasting wear. But I like that you're creating a base that looks flawless and vibrant, rather than trying to put all of these topical pieces for it to make it look like you have some sense of youth.
Absolutely, and that is what Ethereal does so beautifully. I mean, we have nothing else on her skin. She has her eyes and her lips on. This is just the Ethereal in action. This is the crushed pearls that's giving her skin the reflection that gets rid of the dullness, gets rid of yellowness, gets rid of sallowness. If your skin is tired, it's acting older than it should. And you're not, no matter what you do, if you're putting on all kinds of shimmer powders and everything you can do to make your skin look brighter and it still looks dull, this takes care of it because it starts at the canvas. And that is so important.
Well, and this is that time of year too, where like in January, all of a sudden your skin is like, what happened? Like it's dry. My foundation that I've worn for years, all of a sudden is not going on as well. Well, you put a layer of the Spackle primer on, especially in this ethereal shade, which look at that difference. Look at how it's even tackled the blueness from my veins compared to the really pinky, you know, my hand up here. It's got that vibrancy to it. This is that first step that's crucial, because if you're somebody that again is wanting to have that smooth canvas for makeup application, but smooth canvas so that you don't all of a sudden have makeup on your cheeks but then not on your nose.
Absolutely, and you know,
this is it.
This is it. Here's the thing. Think about this. We buy all these expensive serums and oils and face creams, which are fabulous. That's what we need.
Yes.
Their job is to sink into the top layers of skin. That's what they're supposed to do and work. Now you put your foundation on top of it. Well, guess what it does? It grabs the foundation, these oils and your creams, and it pulls them in with it. So you leave the house thinking, oh, look at me, I look amazing. An hour later, I call it the earthquake zone. Here, it's all apart. You don't look fresh. You're suddenly pulling out your powder. You're constantly retouching. Your makeup has changed colors. Your pores are coming through. The dullness is coming through. Spackle fixes that immediately. It is an extreme multitasker.
I always think that with Spackle, especially in the ethereal shade, while I was talking to Cameron Silver about wonderful makeup apps, You can't go through real life with a filter over your face. It's
No.
fine for a picture,
Not 'cause we'd like
but
to.
you can't be dependent on that. But when you take a look at this on Jillian,
Look at that.
it absorbs like a fine gauge serum. So it's not that layer that you feel like it's that double barrier. It really does create that second skin experience, but it's kind of blurring away all the complexities of your complexion and really setting you up for that perfect radiant canvas that you get to take all the credit for.
Yes.
And today, when you see this 4-ounce size, this is not a normal size. This is something for the month of January. We're like, look, we get it. Our skin has gone to you know where and back. All of a sudden, it's like, when did we become so old? This is the same foundation I'm using, and why is it collecting in weird spots? Use this as your first step, because when January ends, which is literally in like a week, this is going to go away. And you would need 2 of our 2-ounce sizes that we sell every day on QVC.com. That would be a $60 value, but you're getting it today for $21 less. Plus, you can lock in that value and get another shipment in 6 months, which I think that once you see the benefits of it on your complexion, you will then start using it all over your body.
Can I tell you something? It is the most important piece of makeup that you didn't even know that you needed until you get it
Agreed.
home. It becomes, I like to say, it's almost like the perfect little slip underneath your clothes, because it really does hug up against your skin, holds in all the moisture, all these expensive serums lock into place, but then like a dress you put over the slip, it makes it lay correctly for the rest of the day without pulling and tugging and giving you wrinkles. It floats over the skin, it locks in. If you are tired of touching up, tired of overdoing it, tired of your skin looking dull and not as beautiful and fresh and poppy as it should, a little dab of this over your own skincare, whatever routine you're using, you put it on, you let it dry, takes a split second, foundation over it, you are set for the day. And by the way, on your days off, just wear this. It's
oh my
that good.
gosh, wear this even with a moisturizer or a tinted moisturizer. But when you take a look at that softness, again, it gives you back that radiance that looks like you have that beautiful, plump, hydrated skin, even though we might have woken up and we're like, what happened? I got 8 hours of sleep last
every day.
night. Like, this is not how this is supposed to work. This is that hero in a jar that even if it's that day where you're not wearing makeup, or it's that special occasion where you're carrying one of those really tiny clutches and you're like, how am I gonna put all my makeup in there? You don't have to worry about that, because you have the hero, and that's Spackle. And that's why you go ahead and place your order, because just this month alone, 20,000 of these have been spoken for. And with 400 out the door now, this is your time. Go ahead and lock it into auto delivery, because I will say to you, when we were in Europe, I mixed this with my lotion so that I could have that soft glow.
Glow. I use it on my chest too.
Yeah, I mean, if you put it down, you know, the front parts of your legs, it even has that slimming factor, because it creates that little line of hydration.
And it locks and loads. I promise you, if you've never tried Spackle, if you try it, first of all, it's oil-free, paraben-free. It is so good for your skin. The licorice root, the crushed pearl, you are going to put it on. You will put your foundation over it, and I promise you, you'll be like, what have I been waiting for? My skin immediately looks polished, fresher, more younger. It just pops with more, it's just more smooth. It's everything you want your skin to be, and it holds it that way through the course of the day.
It's a calorie-free
savior.
You know, it's one of those that you put on and it's like, man, what Asik and I were talking about. It's like, what's she doing? She must be on that juicing fad diet. No,
that's your juice.
No, friends. Have some OJ, maybe throw in a little favorite mixer, but stick to the Spackle. This is what you know and love from Laura, the expert, and it's your Customer Choice Award winner for the best primer, but honestly, the best complexity saver when it comes to your complexion.
Absolutely. It's working for you. It's doing the work for you.
Jillian, thank you so much.
Thank you.